And then the biggest game of football. Niba Brace, I wasn't a game where the grand finale, but unfortunately, partner teams in the fast, it's supposed to also about the semi-finals of the competition, and it's between the Spanish national team, La Rogers, and Le Blues, the French national team. Interesting fixture. Already players with Briakwa Kodin Komo, Lamine Yamal, and Pau Kubasimo, and even the Spanish Prime Minister Kodin Komo for the French national team. Yama be this and Yama will come. And tactically, you be doing come. Hi, Mr. Marfo Sports. Aha, you didn't come for major football stories, tactical analysis, any BBA, and then Yaman Kwana Metia. Me boys ni bi NTRC boys na me mucha video e we studio 4 Pools enti answer no subscribe to the 4 Pools podcast and so you shoot videos eto me was Tony was a birthday boy
come on
and then their farmer when your birthday
wow sha na me if you wa kwa come if you
what you African way
na strong God bless you and happy birthday
nice
me greatest wish they said you baby any na fi
any day we dey ma tia kama
ba you ba on so kikila motos be 20
onom green you want panic intravenous grandpa and I'm Abesi Lopez
champion
man we menene ko ba stage to or hard into
me hard
or hard
we don't hard you move hard
say we are work
Charlie everything cool
and then Spain and France no quick question why now Phillies over winning game
feeling the engagement of football
but oh dear you didn't come on say who didn't come as a fan or the sentiment you didn't come
on sentiment the Lamine Yamal ba me me papa penye ga say na ba me me a disciple of the Spanish national team.
Okay.
Indeed, definitely because the Spanish national team is dominated by a lot of Barcelona players in team, and then the talisman of the Barca team it was the Spanish national team, Lamine Yamal. So definitely, I would prefer Spain to win. But in the game of football, it's not always about your preference.
Okay.
Sometimes you speak to facts and reality.
Yeah.
So you can say you're speaking to facts and reality, then it's going to be a very difficult game.
Yeah.
That does not mean no one is going to win the game. In fact, we are going to get a winner. We are going to get a winner.
Yeah,
and any of the nations, maybe we deserve to win.
Okay.
Because to reach the semi-finals of the World Cup is not a child's play.
Yeah.
And we hear FIFA ranking now. You see, for the first time since I'm starting those ranking, first time near top 4 ranked countries now make it to the semi-final of the World Cup.
That should say Ubia or Baby are ready to fight.
And ready to fight. Yeah. And Ubia or quality, France or more quality, or more deficiency, Spain or more quality, and more deficiency. Yeah. So you are all going to that particular game, and there at exactly 7:00 to watch a cagey contest,
a classic game,
a very close contest.
Yeah.
The game will be defined by key details and
individual
slim margins and personalities rising up to the occasion on big stages. Kylian Mbappé for France. Ousmane Dembélé was the name. Michael Olise for France. Uba Spain, Oyarzabal Moni, Daniel Momoni, Lamine Yamal also have to rise to the occasion. And then the coaches will also have a responsibility to play.
Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting game from your side. Stoney, your side Robert Swan and Alice Le Blues.
Oh. And then they say you can also be a catcher.
What's your blue?
Blue black. Chelsea blue.
So I was me can see blue. I don't see blue. I see blue. I see blue black.
Blue black.
What about show?
Now we what I can tell. Come me, sack me. Every day sack me.
So the sentiment needing come there. Me Spain or me player be no. Me player no why Magukrela on so the Simachi.
Madu na Chinese.
Na France player no.
Me player ho.
Malu go na bo kwa bimbo.
Malu go have been playing. Just
onya bimbo.
At least he has featured in some of the games.
I can be 3 seconds.
Oh massa, and then so far as he is part of the team, I'm in for him.
We are in for him.
So yes, and this game is going to be one gamer is going to be very, very, very great. Yeah. And you see, one particular gamer, I hear great for some time.
Okay.
And for some time, Spain, France so for quite a number of games.
Yeah.
For the last game, and I say for the last 2 matches of Mabonyi, it has gone in the favor of the Spanish national team.
Yeah.
So meaning that this game should be one of the games that France also almost taking very serious.
Okay.
And after that was Spain. After a game against who did they play against in the quarterfinals? Belgium. After that game, Lamine Yamal said, if France is supposed to fear any team in this particular tournament, it's supposed to be
Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
And it will take only individual brilliances and the bit decided this particular game. And again, their records are a bit messy in this particular game.
Yeah, records.
It's either say Spain will be the first team eliminating France for 3 consecutive times in the semi-finals, and now say it will take 3 consecutive times for France to also get to the
finals of the
World Cup finals.
Teams now on more records.
Teams need no more records.
Oh, yeah, no, so but already Spain no De La Fuente in a dilemma right now. The question has been said last match, after bench Pedri, say Pedri is not getting that work in the form now. Barcelona in the World Cup. I'm out for criticizing. Last match, bench Pedri. The conversation was on the defender. He said he wanted someone in space.
Yeah,
that's why you chose Fabian Ruiz. And in the second half, he will be able to recycle possession. And the Pedri buyer. Do you think say this game Luis De La Fuente should start Pedri and I'll say Fabian Ruiz as the number 8 to be partner Rodri?
Well, I will go for Pedri because this is a game I'm expecting Spain to be Spain. The way they play their ball, that is the approach I was say De La Fuente they bring to this particular game. So Oba be exploited spaces in the France national team or midfielder. I'm not sure I'm going to get it because this is a very combative midfield. Either Kone and I say Kamavinga and I say Chouameni and I say Rabiot and Eboa. It will be very difficult to exploit spaces in the midfield. But then you have a controller in the name of Pedri. I will bet him control the tempo of the game. Say Eban say on and I say or like on down in the home to give some decisive passes. Or bet me I that. Of which so what they that is Fabian Ruiz Eba. Or no attribute Kessiana is to exploit these spaces and some be ultimate but some penetrative passes. Of which are very difficult in this particular game. So clearly you should go with Pedri as compared to that of
What about you, Pedri or Fabian Ruiz in this game?
Pedri, of course. Aside with what Stoney said, Spain will need total dominance in this game.
Okay.
When you decide to play a transition football, you are playing to the strength of France.
Yeah.
And their attackers will take advantage of you.
Yeah.
So you just play how Spain play. Look, the conversation about Pedri being bad at this World Cup, personally, I bet to differ. He's not top class as compared to his club football, but he's not bad.
Yeah.
Example, when Spain were playing against Belgium, his replacement scored a goal.
Yeah, sure.
But look at the kind of football Spain played with Belgium. At a point, Belgium came into the game and they were dictating proceedings. Look at the build-up to their first goal.
Yeah.
It was an end-to-end game. Spanish national team with Pedri, they dominate for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
They dominate for 90 minutes. So I don't know what De La Fuente will need in the game. Maybe he will need someone who can crash the balls when they're attacking.
Yeah.
For the second balls, like Fabian Ruiz will do.
Yeah.
Maybe he will need a controller to control the game in the midfield. But with this France midfield, Pedri can do that job perfectly because technically, none of the France midfielders is on the level of Pedri, Dani Olmo and Rodri.
Yeah, Manu Kone there.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So if Spain need dominance, automatically or typically it should be Pedri's game.
Yeah, it should be.
Look, I think where there should be a little bit of tweak is a number 10. It's going to be an unpopular opinion. But Dani Olmo is very intelligent in tight spaces.
Yeah.
But this France team, they're not going to sit deep for you to take advantage of a tight space, searcher or explorer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They are going to open, their defense is going to be opened.
Yeah. So you need a space invader.
So either Mikel Merino or Fabian Ruiz will play as a number 10.
Okay.
Instead of risking the controller in the game for a boss crasher. If Fabian Ruiz plays at number 10, that means he's even closer to the boss and can punish France more
than he's in the midfield.
Than even in the central midfield. You get what I'm trying to say? So I think if there should be some changes in the midfield, it's an unpopular opinion because Dani Olmo has been very excellent in this World Cup. But I think it should be him. Either Mikel Merino or Fabian Ruiz to start. I agree, Mikel Merino won't start because he's a super sub. Every team needs a super sub.
Yeah.
And Spain, they have DS in Mikel Merino. So maybe Fabian Ruiz. But Fabian Ruiz, this World Cup too has not been exceptional, even though he has scored.
Yeah, only exceptional. I think that on the media, I think Diama Pedri in the conversation around him here, the comparison with Jude Bellingham. Yeah. That has been
you see, one thing they in Pedri is whenever he's in the midfield, even if he's not going to score, he will create chances.
Yeah.
Although said this season, this tournament, we're creating chances, but he hasn't gotten the assist.
Yeah. That one there.
Do you get it? So that is the whole situation about Pedri right now. But going into a game like this, see, if you don't play to your satisfaction as Spain, that's a obo to the advantage of France.
They'll beat you.
When you bet, we didn't bet 30 minutes, not the three.
Yeah.
By the time our best settle in, so about taking control of the game, the game will be over. So just play your best. You see, Adia Bakwa, very decisive in this game. And he said, are they going to be able to stop the attack of France? Is a very big question. To me, it will be very difficult. Spain, one particular team, their centre backs in the name of Kubasi and Laporte, players, they also love to play the ball.
Yeah.
So meaning they will be most at times out from their back line.
Yeah.
Of which are to go in the advantage of France.
Yeah.
Because the attackers of France, Kylian Mbappe, either Desire Doué or Bakola, you have Olise, you have Dembele. These are guys who can punish you on any day.
Yeah.
Are they going to be static? As in the Spanish national team defenders now, are they going to be static at their back line? And I say, they are going to be the defender that we've seen in this particular tournament.
Yeah.
It's a question I was saying.
And that's why Pedri comes in.
Yeah.
Because looking at the threat of the France attack, you need to let them do more of a defensive work than trying to be more concentrated on the attacking work.
Yeah.
The moment you control the game, the attackers will be forced to drop to their own half to defend.
Yeah.
But the moment you try to make it transitional, Mbappe, Olise, and Ousmane Dembele will always be in the attack because they know very well that losing up France for the ball. So they are going to get the balls. But the moment you dominate the game, they don't have any other option than to drop deep and defend.
So I just feel that game name you too open so a bit combative. France for physically to be dominated Spain for in midfield.
Yeah.
That's one thing. So getting Pedri in terms of control will be necessary for the Spanish national team. Do you think, say, Spain for this is the toughest test on Befiziana? Because already we've been complimenting the Spanish national team in as much as tournaments, look sharp, they've considered just a goal.
Yeah.
When a bit more toughest test now. Because everyone is saying, Pau Kubasi has been exceptional in the World Cup, Laporte, partnership, Unai Simon on your bad. So do you think, say, in this World Cup, I feel no make sure my biggest test that I ever test your defense now. Let me start from you, Albert.
Look, individually, player to player, we France for attack and everyone, man. I think Portugal has a solid individual quality.
Yeah.
But collectively, France for me are very dangerous. And France is the best team in this World Cup.
Yeah.
It is a Spain, France. That is the biggest test they are going to face automatically.
Okay.
Likewise, France are going to face their biggest test in this World Cup. Because opponents beyond France are the injury Spain. Look, Spain should have been the best team in the tournament if they were scoring like France. Because they've considered the least number of goals.
Yeah.
But because they are not scoring as much as France is the best team so far at the World Cup. So it's going to be the biggest test for Spain. And I understand, Lamine Yamal say this is going to be the biggest match he's going to play in his career.
Yeah.
Because against France, this match should have qualified to be the finals of the World Cup.
Yeah. But
they had to meet in the semi-final. And the conversation is that anyone who wins this game is favorite to win the final. No matter who on the other side, Argentina. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So definitely it's going to be, both classes are going to face their biggest test tonight.
Yeah.
Both teams.
Okay. Someone. Now this is what you're saying.
Is it the last time these two teams Asia in the World Cup, it went in the favor of France. That was 2006. I think quarterfinals. It ended 3-1 in favor of France. So Ebano said this particular match,
competition,
I think the France was slightly edge, over Spain. But we shouldn't downplay the performance of Spain. Yeah. Because mind you, say Ebano, the number of goals these two teams are considered slightly Spain is also better than France because France are considered 2 goals and Spain are considered 1 goal. But attacking wise, that is where the problem is. Both teams are not conceding much, but one team share more as compared to the other. Spain has 11 and France has 16 goals.
Yeah.
So the gap is quite huge. So it's going to be a tough game. no doubt about that. It's going to be a tough game. And I think that it's just going to be the team or be very clinical. Maybe take the day.
Yeah.
It's not going to be decided by say if you be outperforming the other team and also be dominating the entire game and still win the game and also it's just you being clinical with your attackers and everything.
But Spain and Kasana, Nico Williams injury now
very well.
Yeah,
Very well. Because if you check the squad number, the ball you 2024 now, it's only him and I am missing out from this particular team.
Because Nico on also stretchy. Said the Lami Yama be stretching. But right now pressure and Osha manager friend say the chance be market plan. Map a plan for Lamine.
I don't know whether De La Fuente is going to put everything aside and start Nico Williams. But for it will be a gamble, a big gamble.
Look, he was sustained an injury before the World Cup started, right? He came in and he got another injury. Now he has recovered and he played few minutes against Belgium. You don't risk him. You don't risk him. So it's definitely going to be. I don't know whether Victor Munoz is fit to play.
Okay.
I think he should have tested that young guy in a group stage. The Victor Munoz guy to give him weight because Alex Baina now all body there senior. He first chef Franzo.
Baina honestly. I think say Baina no the only thing here and it's all both teams are brom so but against France and there Baina will be a problem.
Let's Baina there first chef France.
Baina will be a problem.
Because Marco Kurela more of the offensive work.
But maybe I'm going to say maybe something shocking between me and Nico Williams starting game.
That's what I'm saying. Is if La Fuente put everything aside, that's what starting. And that one is going to be a gamble. Because on your fully fit. So what's starting? That's the early stages. Now, I could get here no cramp.
And I even go far. I'm La Fuente at him.
Maybe too. I don't know. La Fuente is here, but maybe, what I believe is maybe Dani Olmo operate from the right. So from the left. Now Fabian Ruiz about 10. Now Pedro about double pivot no it's Rodri.
That one too is not a bad idea at all.
Because Alex Baina
you need to get even more attackers to match the pressure now.
Look, the Alex Baina game, anytime that he's looking to shoot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Baina said at VRL he was a creator. 2025 for more creative chances in Spanish La Liga. No on their top no. Since we're more of number 10 and our back spin and our bonny wings. It's on more that instant like how Jack Grealish was being converted from being a midfielder to a winger. When you that effective sir, but or drop it deeper and also creative. So Baina de nakwe. Yeni in common 1 or 2 be then we draw the curtains. French national team, you know. Do you think they are the best team in the World Cup? It said the amount for in common. Because we say, France team do you think they are the best team in the World Cup and they are going to cause problems for the Spanish national team because they have Michael Olise, Desire Doué, Bradley Bakula, Dembele, Mbappe, Oba, Infinity, and so on. More solid. Backline, you know, a shaky there, but they've been solid so far. Do you think they are the best team in terms of qualities? Team B World Cup in man.
You see, I'm commanding in Aqua is people have seen this France side not to be a balanced team. And
can talk to me direct. Catch me.
And they are specific, say Omonia balance because of their midfield.
Yeah.
But I've said if you have a midfield of Kone, Rabiot, and the other Chouameni. You see, these are these are players they are not technically gifted. But that doesn't mean technically, if you want them to give some kind of output for your team, I'll pick Rabiot for instance. Rabiot at a point in time can dictate the pace of the game for you.
Against
it's Onyano to a certain peak and to a certain level. That doesn't mean he's not doing it. You see, OPK players like Modric, Kroos, Pedri, these are exceptional players. But the likes of Rabiot, but they are not to that particular standard. So if you tell me this particular French side, any balance, me personally, I don't agree. because the reason why I make us say the way to play football no, is in two folds. Okay. Either you play defensively and as you play offensively. Yeah. And France no, when say looking at the crop of players are more available for them no, they can choose the offensive style of play as compared to that of the defensive style. Because mostly, if you have these technically gifted players, you need to also get defenders who are very combat. Or can even be okay playing the ball freely. Okay. That is why Obaspina, Omo Kubasi, and Laporte, who have done perfectly well in this particular tournament. But Oko France, the number of attackers they are very sharp to the extent that to me, and some far a midfield of very technical and some come on. There will be more of like recycling or more release ball very quick. But if you have a midfielder or very combat, that's what makes them fighting for the ball always. They get the ball quickly, they release to the attackers.
But the thing is, a technical midfielder is not only there or recycling or check. When we show bit say Vitinha, we're very direct on Chelsea ball, compared to Pedro or Tachibon Bebrebe. Vitinha is very direct. Or technical. Toni Kroos was direct. Or no be or Chelsea ball, but on my pass, or direction I go. That's something I feel the French national team is lacking.
You see, the midfielders are more France no, complemented the attackers.
Okay. And midfield is about functionality, no. And not functionality.
Yes, more complementary attackers no, because they are workaholics. At the ball, no, quickly they release to the attackers. Okay. No more utilizing more chances. Okay, they are good to go.
That's nice. So, Albert, who French team is saying?
Oh, everything is beatable.
For sure.
Beat team. That must be not 2019. The team beats Michel Omar. That means everything is beatable.
Yeah.
The France midfield is not a grade A midfield.
Not grade either.
Look, André Rabiot can dominate, can control and decide the midfield against Paraguay because even before the game commences, the name France intimidated Paraguay.
Yeah, I'm only that.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. We are winning Morocco game. The Morocco team were scared of Mbappe near attack. No, in the penalties now consider no. The moment they try to go forward to press and then to attack France, counter and I'm going to penalty Mazraoui. It is the name France no intimidating opponents. So automatically they are going to be very conservative in every game they are going to play against France. So Adrien Rabiot and Manu Konemu will get the best out of opponents now because of France. Now they are going to play against Spain. Spain for the believe say Spain for Crown some Kanka.
Yes.
Nkran more 19 years, 18 years. Nkran kitingisi now. After or some old school no. I'm not scared of Mbappe. Kubasi. When no Kubasi, I'm not scared of Mbappe.
So Kubasi was also Gini because when Mbappe. Wow.
And the Lamine Yamal so I can say man. And see, this Spanish national team is not scared of France. So they are not. The name France is not going to intimidate them.
Yeah.
So in that case, and Spain have the technicality in the midfield.
Yeah.
So Rodri. Even say Pedri, even say coach in the veteran bench. Or Fabian Ruiz, not the older than the Omwa. Technically, they are way ahead of these midfielders. And don't forget, Michael Olise is not playing in position and not on the club level.
Yeah.
He has been deployed as a midfielder, the attacking midfielder in this particular France team. It's about two central midfielders, in Rabiot and then Manu Kone, maybe Tchouaméni. That means there is a hole in the midfield. Because Griezmann and Juma are all year in 2022, 18 no. And you even now Olise here no.
Yeah, we're not combining both defensive and attacking.
Olise there attacking in kwa. And to say France for the Spain for the midfielders never be brain now. You'll be lacking in the midfield. That is where you can balance now. That's what we are trying to mean. Manu Kone ne Tchouaméni and I say Adrien Rabiot my your majuma. But who is going to combine the attacking and also the defending as a number 10? Especially a typical France team in 2022. You get what I'm trying to say? So France are going to lack that and also the defense.
Yeah, the defense. Problem or
one say Aubameyang in the right side of the centre back. On the Kundi.
Yeah.
Game where Kamenya no Kundi can be Philip.
Yeah. Could be careful.
Or the mechanic be fan ho sa.
Could be careful.
Kundi ni Upamecano.
Don't be Spain win it back. Could be careful say. But buy na there.
But I believe the shampoo map a strategy against Lamine Yamal. Definitely they are going to do that.
Yeah, they are going to do that. And you see, Lamine Yamal recently World Cup no who be one. The moment you mark him or drop it centrally,
Spain for
That should be a style of football.
if Spain in this World Cup, Spain for Nico Williams can you not see Lamine Yamal always on the wings?
About drop centrally.
You understand? And I believe Deschamps Desiree doing the left wing. Any Rabiot, Saliba mo can dinyi ho because we didn't talk about come dinyi nko abekunu.
Dinyi dey Lamine Yamal be no juba.
Dinyi nko ade obekunu. Enti say just say omo dey nipa be 3 be kan ho na aye 4 on Lamine Yamal, and that is why I believe Alex Bena they have to rise the location if he's going to play. Because then overloading Lamine Yamal on the right side. Definitely Lamine Yamal can find a way
to create space.
Or better, only no matter what, don't mean marking for 90 minutes our own creative chance.
Yeah.
But my creative chance, they make I say, the left side on them. But look, France team, they get no matter I don't want them.
When you 1-2,
they score in their own pace. Say, wait, what decided to say? With the Embo Bono, 45 minutes, 0-0, second half, you better go on the 50th minute, you better on the 50th minute.
So,
quick question. Ojo won say Lamine Yamal be din komo bebrebe Rodri Awoka say on try so be pressure free no so near. Quick question. Ojo say Lamine Yamal is ready to play this big game. In komo bebrebe o din no bebrebe you know because even Upamecano mu na be din komama game na don tokwa o.
Oh yes.
Before the game en tokwa because minister have forgotten the prime minister ni be din komo say French players in na blacks from Africa near Yama. I don't need to quite. Before them, they will give you
paragraph or more, senator.
And a friend,
Spain for Prime Minister.
In the end, to quite normally go game no. To was a Lamine Yamal bit master here because World Cup in there. Honestly, I'm a Lamine guy, but Lamine is stepping up.
Oh yes, that was even who I was going to pick it from.
Yeah.
This is the World Cup, and on Shedan Levy to that expectation, the kind of football I know Obama Barcelona over the previous season. Coming into this proper tournament now. On said now me who da Lamine Yamal ni no dada no. Yeah. So it will take this particular match for him to stamp his feet. Say yes, finally we're arriving.
Okay.
And seriously, I don't see it to be this particular match.
Any match.
It will be very difficult. It will be very difficult because the kind of mentality France for the Beba into this game is to totally take him out of the game. As Albert said, I'm not sure they are going to leave 1 or 2 players. Someone mark Lamine Yamal.
It's
going to be 2-3.
First, not 2 players. No, they say 2. I'm ready.
So what I said. So at least 2-3 near Markeno to make sure that game no so giddy. But trust me, Lamine Yamal is always Lamine Yamal. It will get to a time in the game probably if someone Shakrampa the pass is there. We'll be their back to give some chances for the Spanish national team.
My last comments on that 9 rockets.
Lamine Yamal, these are moments he wants. Challenging moments in Ope.
Say, I know they do, but say conversation around
him. Yeah.
We chaotic person.
And why you at France now?
Yeah.
Lamine Yamal had 3 goals against France.
Yeah.
Into a Chelsea against France. He's very dangerous against France. One player was standing up France for my France team here, Kylian Mbappe. But the World Cup, and I say Kylian Mbappe is semi-final go for France now.
Maybe today can be the day as well.
And he has scored more knockout goals.
Yeah.
But for semi-final, he has not scored a goal.
There's we check here. 3 World Cups are about semi-finals. He's off. If
on semi-final goal, not only World Cup, Euros. Maybe I want to semi-final go for
Mbappe kunya up there. Ousmane Dembele is not reliable. So me Dembele is not reliable because also yes some weak akra.
Inti what Lamine Yamal is doing is a psychological game.
Yeah.
Inti wanya Rabiot asamba. Who can in Euros no?
Yeah.
Or can them be or she go no can speak now. Kona to cry so kona wanya me mo pen me bentra. Upamecano mo wanyo mo inti only anger never caught in that particular game. And the moment you lose concentration, you know, Lamine Yamal no born or born as a grown away because you know of fashion. It's like no feelings, no bad strange attached. No, I can't say not occur. But we be fun because when you are matured, we say oh me mine na me nation na me bobo mama na akraketwa we ebe kan you open actually it's mama nko miano. Not the one found. Look at doing the senior. Definitely there are going to be instances where 1v1. Ding the betting. Yes, we are. Saliba buano.
E kan ho.
Saliba anko body edwuma ne be.
The Saliba buano. Saliba mbane dia. But I think Lamine Yamal this a moment he wants.
Chouameni nso betime yi n'ani ama ken pa.
Chouameni. Oh, we fan no. We fan.
Obeti
Papa Lewandowski create space like
Chouameni mpani anga minzuru. Chouameni you more right side. Chouameni be boy. He will be on the right. It's Rabiot na be what this side. It's only Rabiot na be. Chouameni yes na kan the fan.
But well, it's going to be an interesting matchup. We'll share video we are not up so comment Spain or France who's supposed to win. And then my name is Cinema for Betty Lopez and it's Tony in the try video, you know. Make sure so be like and subscribe to channel we. Uma Bontenso, Ubiti Machiame. I'm out.